Now, today's the same day I made the last video. Although, it's always today, right? As I also said in the last video, it's always now. Lord, I need not know how your will is done through this one on earth, in this graveyard as it is in heaven. Every single out-breath, there's death, right? Life precludes death. They're one and the same. They're fundamentally no different. But not to get off on a tangent, I want to make this video now as the other video today I made, the Lord made through me, as the sun was rising and the sun just set. And again, not to get off on a tangent, but I'm smiling, although I'm not gonna lie to you, I've been kind of emotional the past few minutes, and I'm making this to kind of express, to get something off my chest and confess, I guess, that, and maybe it's because I haven't slept for, it seems like forever. I haven't slept for a while. The fire element is really active. The sun's been out the past couple of days, and spending a lot of time out in the sun, on Earth, masculine part of us, right? Masculine energy that's within every human, within both male and female. Anyhow, I make this video, like I said, I'm smiling, but a few minutes ago I felt like crying, and I kind of still do, but I'm just transmuting the energy into something that is beneficial for something beyond the personal, beyond me getting all emotional, because once you transcend the physical domain, as I mentioned in the last video as well, once you see something beyond and you re-enter, you re-energize the physical energies, the lower energy bodies within the human system, in the spine. After having seen the other side, so to speak, seeing the non-physical, that reality, re-entering the physical reality to serve and fulfill your purpose. And it's not really even a personal choice, it's one's individual spiritual destiny to fulfill their earthly karma, and then they leave this body, right? Some things are helpful to know. We all know intuitively, but just to understand intellectually, that can relieve us a lot of anxiety. And one of those concepts is the fact that our physical death is already predetermined. Maybe not the circumstances or the situation or the how, that's, contingent upon a lot of individual belief systems, but it's already predetermined. And we all know the physical body's gonna perish, right? But our soul essence, consciousness, will never vanish. That continues, again, like I said in the last video, long after the physical body. And again, I'm getting off on a tangent, but this is a natural flowing stream of consciousness. And again, I make this because really I want to confess. Like I said, kind of emotional. And a lot of it could have to do with the fact that once you see the world clearly from a certain level of consciousness after having left the physical body, you are really in tune with essence, and you see beyond appearance. You see everything in terms of oneness. You see it, when I say you see it, not just perceive it intellectually, analytically, understanding it in terms of reason and logic and mentality, but you feel it viscerally. You feel that oneness and connectedness with all of creation. And you see that God is both immanent within and transcendent, having transcended it experientially. Not just thinking we understand it intellectually. We only truly know that which is in our experience. And it's not really even a personal experience, although we could say it happened to a personal soul. All souls are really part of the same essence. In this physical dimension, there's this and that. But in the next, there's only this. This and only this. I said it 3 times. Yes. You want to say yes to life. And man, I'm glad I'm making this, because it's getting out of my own head. That's one of the things about devotional service. Devoting your life essence, your energy. Something beyond me, personal me, physical boundary. To devoting it to the upliftment of humanity. When you get wrapped up in your own thoughts and emotions, doing something like this, whatever it is, doesn't have to be making videos. A lot of people don't want to open themselves up, and their hearts could be open, that's fine, but they just don't want to put themselves out there like this. And now we're on this subject. It took a lot for me to get to this point, because I used to be very anxious and identified separately as a personal me, as an individuality. I took things to heart, took things personally. But having transcended that, get to this point where, wow, I can freely express and confess. It's a beautiful freedom. And I know not everybody is liberated internally, experientially, in terms of that freedom at the point I'm at. So I'm grateful for it, and I don't want it to go to waste. And thus I express this. So we can be present and not live life in such in haste. Be present and humble before all of existence with a certain slowness. I'm kind of in the masculine right now, as I said. But the sun having set, now it's winding down, tuning down, getting in tune with creation. Simultaneous, God within again, and transcendent. It's within, immanent, within everything, but also transcendent to it, also beyond, also in heaven, and also within. Heaven is within you. It's simultaneous. And the process is continuous. Is that ongoingness. So our only option really is to surrender and humble ourselves before all of existence. Humble the physical vessel. Lord, I don't know what your plan for me is. And I wish I had the camera stand, because I'm making a lot of good body movements here. And body language oftentimes speaks better than words, right? Especially a talking head. But I'm doing all sorts of stuff for this hand. You can't see it, but maybe you can see it through my eyes. I gotta look at that's another habit. I'm looking where I'm going. Not really, I'm not even looking at the ground. I'm kind of just floating somewhere in space. Somebody asked me, like, are you okay? And I said, yeah, honestly, I don't really feel like I'm in the body. I feel like I'm kind of all around me. Like you're talking to me, like I'm a personality, like I'm a body, but I don't feel like that. So I feel like I'm in you too. But anywho, trying to explain that to somebody is intellectually, that's a whole nother story. Getting back again, off on a tangent. Another habit, right? I guess it's not a bad habit. We don't want to think in terms of duality, in terms of good and bad, and in terms of me being sad. Well, the reason why I'm making this, really, again, I want to express, confess that, hey, I'm getting caught up in my own head emotionally. And again, looping back, having transcended the physical reality, having had we could say, a personal experience, experientially, and coming back to physical reality, you kind of see that you're living the same movie cyclically. And say I make you watch your favorite movie 7 times a day for a month. 5 days in, you're going to be wanting to throw yourself out the window, right? It's not going to be your favorite movie anymore. And, you know, the longing for the next dimension is for real. Once you realize you've been going in circles, living cyclically. And it can be easy, even having transcended for one moment the physical body and coming back to it. That longing is always present. That longing to expand our beingness into the allness of existence, of life. There is no non-existence, right? There's only life. There really is no death. We can say yes and no, but there's only yes, yes, and yes. Just like there's only this, this, and this. Hey, and I'm looking at my teeth right now. Not that I'm self-conscious about that, anything about the physical body, but somebody commented on, go check it out, long-term semen retention. I think it's like has the highest. Hey, 11:11, just like in the last video, almost. It was a couple seconds off this time. But in the last video I looked at it, it was like, hey, 11:11. Didn't even mean to. It's just something that you're within the realm, focus for your attention. Your attention, that's the key to everything. But yeah, somebody said in the other video, it commented, it was like in the video, long-term semen retention, I don't even know what it's called. Who cares, right? It's in the past. It's not real. It's unreal. It's not me. That's how I can speak so freely, because I'm a very present person, always in the present nowness of reality. And I don't even look at videos on here that I post. Even this, as soon as I hit the stop button, it's unreal. It's already in the past. It has nothing to do with who I am right now. People may perceive me through the filter of what they watched on here, but that's not me. To perceivably perceive somebody in terms of a past action or history or nationality or whatever it may be, that's not to perceive them here and now in reality. But a lot of people aren't living in reality because they're lost in words and concepts and abstractions of meditation and thought process. But to loop back again, I'm getting off on a tangent. Wow. Pointing at my teeth. Again, I'm not self-conscious about it, but somebody commented in that video I just mentioned that, wow, you need some teeth whitening or something like that. I don't know, quote it verbatim. I didn't take that personally. But formally, again, to connect the dots there. Something I said earlier in the video, right? It's all connected. That I don't take things personally, and thus I can get on here and express freely. I don't care if I'm having a bad hair day or if I look this or that way or however somebody may perceive me. Perceivably, I can be seen as this personality or that, whatever it may be. But I don't care, because that's not where my heart is. My heart is in you. Eternity. For all eternity. That's my identity. I'm the witness. I am the same witness in you and me. In our hearts. Our conscious, our holy conscious, as said in the previous video, all words are sound, vibration, an emanation of the same life energy, essence within all of humanity. Thus, I say certain words with an S, or if you notice, I like to rhyme with Lee. Personality, individuality, simultaneously, boundary, body, divinity, God, infinity, expressed through me, perfect purity, eternity, I surrender onto you wholeheartedly. And it's getting dark out, but I wanted to make this, speaking of purity, word I just used. Although my intent is pure in heart, sometimes I feel as if, and again, if is a if implies doubt, and we're thinking in terms of I should do that, because it's all hypothetical. That's not reality. But you can get lost in your personality even after seeing the non-physical, non-linear dimension beyond this physical reality. And you can, even the most adept who live in presence continuously and are very present in the nowness of reality, can still get lost in their seemingly real personality and emotionality. Something comes up, and I have very high standards for myself, and I don't project that on somebody else. I don't expect other people to live up to my standards, because I would never impose my personal will or personal standards on anybody else. But I'm very hard on myself. Again, compassion has nothing to do with comparison. It has, the only person we can really truly compare ourselves to is ourselves, right? And hey, there's a car visiting me. Bam. One time I was, to tell you a funny story, right over there, it was sunset, and the sun was literally just setting, and I was in one of those moods, man. I was dancing. I was just lost in I wasn't even aware of that which is outside of me, but it's all insides have outsides, right? That's the greatest mystical secret, right? But anyways, there's a old lady driving by in a white Beamer, and I happened to open my eyes, and we made eye contact, and she was just looking to me. Her eyes were, I wish you could, it's too dark. It's a little lighter over here, right? Her eyes were glued to, the window was closed, but her face was like pressed to it, and she was looking at me as like something she had never seen before, like I was something crazy, right? And I guess I am kind of crazy, but dancing half naked, all barefoot, only had short shorts on, no t-shirt, and you probably thought, wow, this dude is off his rock, he's on some drugs or something. Shit, I'm high on life, man. I'm high, I'm blissed out by my own nature. I don't need any physical substance. But I guess I want to confess, because there was a video I made on here about, it was right around the New Year, right? And, a lot of people make New Year's resolutions, and it lasts about a month, and mine lasted longer than a month. I'll give myself credit, right? But I ended up breaking it, and it was a promise I made on here, actually. I guess I want to confess, part of the holy conscience, right? And I said that I would go 6 months without eating chocolate, and I fell short of that a couple months. And I actually just ate some chocolate. So again, I just noticed, you might notice it in the teeth, right? But anyways, all physical turns to dust. Still want to keep the body clean, right? Cleanliness is godliness. Or outside, and this expression of what's inside. The body is an expression of mind. The divine mind, the higher mind of man. Infinite potential, free will we've been given. We exist in this beauteous creation. But yeah, I fell short of that. It was the video, I believe an interactive walk in nature. Probably right around the New Year, right? It's a New Year's resolution. But in the description, again, when you don't live up to your own standards, you can really have compassion for others who it allows you to be humble. And humble's not an emotion. It's not really anything any personality can claim, because it's really a sense of sitting before all of creation, before God, humble the personal. And there is no sense of personal. It's really a vessel where there's no self-image present, where there's no personal me, there's no emotionality, getting lost in concepts and thoughts, and thoughts that arise from intuition and awareness are different than thoughts dealing with the individual person. You want to discern, have the awareness to discern between thoughts coming from our inner voice, we could say, and thoughts that are from the lower mind, right? From the higher mind and lower mind. Not that we want to create duality within us, right? But anyways, I hope some of these concepts shed some light as it's getting dark. As within, so without, right? Just ate some chocolate, some dark contrast. The Tao Te Ching just came to mind. Know the white, keep to the black, right? Know the light, but be the pattern of creation. Kind of blend in. Although some may perceive me as being this amazing person. Wow. And others might seem he's not so amazing. That's okay. Anyway. Nothing great. And that's not just me, kicking myself while I'm down. Lost in emotionality. But that's just... And it's not me, personality, claiming humility. That's just me speaking honestly. Every human is extraordinary. There's a quote, it comes to mind as I'm saying this, that, we don't want to think in terms of being superhuman, but we want to realize that being human is super. How beautiful it is to be born as a human vessel. To be the aware from within a human form. Wow, what other things we could have reincarnated as? Consciousness could have manifested as. And I'm going to cut the flow short, although it's never short, it's always perfect timing, right? I love rhyming. I love singing. As the birds are bringing the joy of their beauty's existence to my eardrums, as I simply sit in silence and stillness and slowness. Let them play with the eardrums, not interpreting them from a personal meanness, not labeling them, calling them birds, and calling it sound and vibration, and just simply it's all here, right? It's all here. It's all light. Again, to loop back to what I was saying, if I make you watch a movie, the same movie, 7 times every day for a month, that longing, that fire within you, that dormant fire that's within every human entity will awaken. And you'll see that really is, physical reality is simply a play of light and sound. If I take you to the projector room of the movie, and it really sinks into you that, wow, this is a projector throwing out some light, you'll want to see what's at the root of it. At the root of it and beyond it, simultaneously. Simultaneously present and existent and immanent in this physical reality, but also transcendent to it. You want to get to the root. You want to see what's transcendent. See beyond it. And then once you come back to it, the physicality, the physical body, you'll be liberated. They call that mukti, right? But anyways, not to get lost in concepts. I'm not spellbound by my own monologue by any means. But again, I'm speaking from the heart. I want to confess, like I said, I fell short of that standard I made for myself. Check out the video on here. I'm not your guru. Because, I speak about that standards in that video. But anyways, it's getting darker out, and look at that, baby. Wow. So beautiful. So beautiful. What's the difference? I'm all around this. I'm not limited to this. I'm boundless, right? I'm timeless, formless, pure, potent energy, eternally. Awareness. There is no non-existence. I am all this. I am before this, and even continue along after it. Continuous. There is really no darkness. Although I didn't make this video because I was feeling a little bit dark, but now I feel a lot better having gotten it off my chest. So anyways, thanks for watching till the end. You're really my friend. I have no enemies. At least I don't feel that subjectively. They may perceive me as their enemy, but I don't think so. I think everybody views me as friendly. I don't put off any negative energy. Although it may seem that way, right? Somebody else subjectively. But anyways, how many times have I done that? Said I was gonna cut it short and end the video, and then I just keep talking. See you later.